In this video, you will learn how to correct an unmatched time clock event via the Unmatched Time Clock Events-OSU report. To locate the report, you can either type the name of the report in the search bar or open it from the Reports section in the Time and Absence dashboard. For our demo today, we will type the name in the search bar. Notice how Workday displays the report name below as you are typing. Go ahead and click the report. This report has 4 prompts. The first prompt is the supervisory organization. Since Brutus is the manager in this scenario, he will type his name in the box and click Enter. All supervisory organizations that are assigned to Brutus will display. Brutus will select all supervisory organizations he wishes to review. A quick tip on how to select all supervisory organizations that return would be to hit Ctrl and A at the same time, then hit Enter on your keyboard. The next prompt defaults to include all subordinate organizations, as the checkmark shows. For purposes of this demo, we will leave it checked. The last 2 prompts are the start and end date. These default to last week. Since Brutus wants to check if there were any unmatched time clock events last week, we will leave this as is and click OK. We can see it looks like there is one worker who has an unmatched check-in from last Tuesday, the 17th. We can also see the position, the manager, and the source associated with that unmatched time clock event. Source of a time clock event can return time clock, meaning the employee used the Workday time clock, or external, meaning the event loaded from the external Dormakaba time clock. Next, Brutus will correct this unmatched time clock event. He will hover over the worker's name and click the Related Actions button that appears. Then he will scroll to Time and Leave, right-click on Enter Time, and click See a New tab. The worker's name will auto-populate, and so will today's date. Since Brutus is looking at time from last week, he will update the date to last week and click OK. The employee's time calendar for last week will display. Here you can see a time block on Monday. The unmatched time clock event will appear at the top of the time calendar. Brutus knows the employee worked their shift and just forgot to clock out at the end. The employee let him know when she clocked out that day, so he is going to enter that time for her. The employee could also make this correction themselves, but for the purpose of this demo, we will correct it as the manager. Keep in mind, employees are notified weekly of any corrections made by their manager. Brutus will click on the unmatched check-in and enters the out time for the employee. He also enters a comment that the employee forgot to clock out. Then selects OK. We can see that the unmatched time clock event no longer displays at the top of the time calendar, and a new time block is added to the calendar with the added out time. Brutus navigates back to the tab with the report and clicks the refresh button. We can see that the unmatched time clock event is now removed from the report. With the report returning the message no data, we know that the unmatched time clock events have been corrected for last week. This concludes the report demonstration. For more information about unmatched time clock events, please visit the Administrative Resource Center.